The world is full of mysteries and uncertainties that leave many people perplexed, but some people seem to have it figured out, such as Nikola Tesla, who claimed the numbers 3, 6, and 9 were the keys to the universe. Why did Tesla make that intriguing statement, and how can you make it work for you? Join us as we explore the mind of the brilliant scientist and learn why he said the numbers 3, 6, and 9 were the keys to the universe. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing videos like this, and be sure to watch this video to the end. Therefore, anytime we upload a new video, you will be notified so that you won't miss out on interesting videos from us. Without further ado, let's get started. Many people today know Tesla as the company that produces the most electric cars globally, while the company is led by Elon Musk, whom many people have described as extraordinary. Many decades before Tesla was founded, a genius by the name of Nikola Tesla walks the surface of the Earth. The brilliance of the scientist is never in doubt, and a lot of people are intrigued about his health, and this is for no reason other than the strange life led by Tesla. More so, despite his intimidating appearance, Tesla led a very unremarkable life, died a very unremarkable death, and was obsessed with the numbers 3, 6, and 9 his entire life. Tesla was born in 1856 in what is now Croatia. His father was a priest of the Serbian Orthodox Church from an early age. Tesla began displaying obsessiveness that befuddled and amused those around him. For example, the future genius could memorize entire books and store logarithmic tables in his brain. He effortlessly mastered languages, but his greatest quirk was the professor of what he called design flaws in direct current motors that he demonstrated in class, demonstrating his obstinate streak in attacking the problem again. Tesla described the incident in such a manner that he almost regretted that the struggle was about to end, because he had so much energy to spare when he undertook the task. He spent the next 6 years of his life obsessing about electromagnetic fields and a hypothetical motor driven by an alternating current that would and should work. He was so consumed by this that he couldn't even focus on his schoolwork. But who needed a degree when he would go on to become the father of electricity, right? Professors at the university were also concerned about Tesla's unhealthy sleeping habits and felt compelled to warn his father, but the genius seemed to cope fine with a small amount of sleep as he lived well into his 80s. But Tesla did not finish his studies instead. He became a gambling addict, lost all his tuition money, dropped out of school, and suffered a nervous breakdown in 1881, after which he moved to Budapest after recovering from his breakdown. Visions would become an important part of Tesla's life, but in that park with a stick, Tesla drew a crude diagram in the dirt of a motor using the principle of rotating magnetic fields created by 2 or more alternating currents. While ace electrification had been used before, there would never be a practical working motor running on the alternating current until he invented his induction motors several years later. In June 1884, a meeting was set up, and after Tesla described the engineering work he was doing, Edison signed him on the spot. Edison offered him $50,000 to improve on the DC generation lands Edison preferred, which Tesla completed within a few months. However, Edison refused to pay up, and Tesla quickly quit and began digging for a living. Meanwhile, Tesla was destined for much more than digging, and word quickly spread about the potential for investment in Tesla's AC molecular. George Westinghouse quickly realized that Tesla's designs might be exactly what he needed in his efforts to overtake Edison's DC, so he licensed Tesla's patents for $60,000 in stocks, cash, and royalties based on how much electricity Westinghouse could sell. He would prevail in what would be the war of the currents, but at a steep cost in litigation and competition for both Westinghouse and Edison's General Electric Company to prevent bankruptcy, of which electricity revenue was not the only accomplishment. Before the turn of the 20th century, Tesla had designed a powerful coil that could generate high voltages and frequencies, leading to new forms of light, such as neon and fluorescent, as well as X-rays. Tesla also discovered that these coils, soon to be known as Tesla coils, could send and receive radio signals, and he quickly filed for American patents in 1897, beating the Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi to the punch. Tesla took the "believe in yourself" mantra to a whole new level because he believed his mind was unrivaled. He wasn't above mocking his contemporaries, even those who once hired him, such as the great Albert Einstein. While Tesla was busy inventing world-changing things, something else was going on in his life: his love for the number 3, which has effects to this day. One of the responsibilities of privilege is noticing things that other people don't. Tesla was affected by this, and he discovered a numerical pattern that shapes human life. In fact, Tesla once stated that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 held the key to the universe. Many self-help practitioners today base their ideas on Tesla's theory of how numbers influence life outcomes. What did Tesla see in the numbers 3, 6, and 9? Well, there are patterns in there, such as doubling 1, then 2, and so on, which results in a person who excludes 3, 6, and 9 scientists. Working on Tesla's statement, Marco Rodin believes that 369 then represents a flux field or a vector from the third to the fourth dimension. Aside from that, many people have come up with concepts that show the truly unique nature of the number 3, such as the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio. You also have the power of 2 binary systems, which is how cells divide from 1 to 2, then into 4, 8, 16, and so on. Some call this the blueprint of God because living things go through this process. And here is another thought that might blow your mind. There is a school of thought that believes that numbers, in particular, and possibly 3, 6, and 9, might represent the non-physical world, the energy that makes up thought and consciousness, while the other figures are the stuff of the physical world, making up the patterns we observe in nature. Some have suggested that 3, 6, and 9 can represent energy, frequency, and vibration, but those are not all numbers. The foundation of mathematics is a theory that essentially deals with prime numbers, which are the DNA of the number world. However, just as DNA in the body is made up of 3 chemical subunits sequenced 3 at a time within genes, the father of all prime numbers is the number 3. 3 is also special because it is the only number that is the sum of all the numbers preceding it. You may have heard the Latin phrase omnitrium perfectum, which means everything that comes in 3s is perfect, or every set of 3s is complete. If you go back to the beginning of time, you will notice that the number 3 keeps appearing after the Big Bang. The universe's 3 elements, dark energy, dark matter, and normal matter, burst into existence alongside the triplets of space, time, and matter. After this, space split into 3 dimensions, time dilated into 3 phases, and matter into 3 states, and for every speck of matter that arose it found its equal and opposite reaction in antimatter. It was not until such binary opposition found its synthesis in that all-important. In his life, Tesla manifested his obsession in numerous ways. He would walk 3 times around the block before entering the building. Tesla would wash his dishes with 18 napkins. 18 is divisible by 9, 6, and 3. The inventor would also only stay in hotel rooms that had a room number divisible by 3. At the end of his life, Tesla bounced between cheap hotels, and he died in room #3327. Numbers have shaped religion, culture, lifestyle, and so on throughout history, and we are once again confronted by the mighty law of 3 of the world's oldest religions: Hinduism, which contains the concept of temerity. There are 3 pillars in Chinese philosophy: Taoism and Confucianism, Buddhism and Christianity, which account for approximately 33% of the world's population, place the concept of 3 in a prominent position. 3 Gospels say 3 wise men came bearing 3 types of gifts to Jesus of Nazareth. In his brief ministry, Jesus raised 3 people from the dead and predicted his disciple Peter would deny him 3 times, all in the aftermath of his impending crucifixion. There is also the concept of the Trinity in Christianity, which seeks to explain the relationship between 3 entities that are taken to be one or completeness. While nursing a fondness for the number 3, Tesla never married, but he admitted to falling in love with a very special white pigeon who visited him regularly, saying, "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me, and as long as I had her, there was a purpose to my life." If you are a regular user of TikTok, you may have come across the 369 manifestation movement that grew during the pandemic. It is a method that has been traced back to Tesla by the inventor himself. This method was created by the law of attraction guru. When you think about Karen He, claims she manifested $10,165.46 by doing the practice consistently. If you've ever wished for something and imagined it happening, such as getting a specific job or meeting your soulmate, you've manifested and may not have even realized it. If you're new to manifesting, you may be wondering how manifestation works or if it works at all. But according to Rachel Gibler, manifestation coach, the subconscious mind is where 90% of the actions that we take in our lives come from. It is based on past experiences, thoughts, and belief systems. So for your manifestation to succeed, you must tap into that energy in your subconscious. You must always believe that what you want is possible and that you will get it if you put in the work. From now on, there are 3 steps. When you wake up, write down your affirmation 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before bed. This method works because it has the potential to help ground your mind's intentions and actions in a way that attracts more of what you want to see in your life. If it's at the forefront of your mind, you're more likely to recognize the opportunities as opposed to going about your day on autopilot, recycling the same old thoughts and feelings, and attracting the same unwanted stuff. With that being said, that's all for today. Thank you for spending some time with us. If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit the like button and the notification bell and subscribe to our channel to get access to more interesting videos from us. Till next time.